He's got the toys. He's got showmanship. And he's got sex appeal. Ladies and gentlemen, from the great Southwest, here's the guru of gadgets, the dapper and dashing Don Baine, the Gadget Professor. Gadget Professor.
Well, we're back live, everyone, at NAB 2014, The Gadget Professor. You can watch my show at thegadgetprofessor.com, and all the interviews that we have at NAB will be posted and archived, and you can tune in to all the fun, and we've had some fun for sure. We had Callie Lewis here yesterday, and that was a blast. We had a lot of fun with her, and right now we are going to interview a gentleman called Bernie Keach, and he is with a company called Marshall Electronics, and we just had his counterpart here who handled the microphones, and now I believe we're going to talk about monitors.
That's right.
And I got to tell you, Bernie, I have used your monitors many times, and I have never had a single problem. The quality has been impeccable, and when you really want a high quality monitor, if you're doing video editing, or we do a lot of digital signage, and we use those to monitor actually jumbotrons in Toronto.
Right.
And as I mentioned to Perry, that we have a rack of your monitors, I think it's 3 up or 4 up, that's been in use for probably 10, 12 years, never touched them from the day we set them up. 24 hours a day they're on, 7 days a week.
Well, thanks for the good word. That's what we like to hear. That's the type of products we try to build. It's a 24/7 world in broadcasting, and we build products to fit that need.
So what's new? I know you have some things with you.
Well, we have a couple brand new products at NAB. I think our star this year is a new 7-inch monitor. It's actually a native format panel. That means it's 1920 by 1080. It's a pixel for pixel for your high definition on a 7-inch display.
We'll actually get a close-up of that with Mike. Will zoom in on that.
It's
there you go.
The colorimetry. It's an LED ISP display. The colorimetry almost looks like an OLED, and the resolution is stunning. To take a look at this and see your pixel for pixel resolution on a 7-inch screen is really something else. When it comes to content, focus, and those sort of things, it's just really shows you what your picture looks like. If you're out of focus, if you have a bad spot, if you're over highlighted, this will definitely point it out to you as the camera videographer.
That's an impressive piece. Give me the price point on that.
So this lists for $1,995. It's the only 7-inch native panel currently on the market, and probably will remain so for the time being.
And why is that?
Well, you know, we get first right of refusal with a lot of manufacturers on their panels, and we made a pretty nice deal to take this panel and spend time to engineer and come up with a working package, and so we're way ahead of our competitors when it comes to this.
Let's show the back of that, and you can talk a little bit about the input-out configuration and
so
also the mounting. I notice you've been very clever, and why don't we just show that?
So this follows our MD series. This specifically is the VLCD71MD. And MD because it's modular. Now it comes built in with the HDMI loop through in the body, and you can get a 3G module for it. And you can also get the battery bracket of your choice. We have about 12 different brackets to work with the numerous batteries from all the manufacturers out there making cameras. So it's a really clean package when it comes to deciding, hey, I have XYZ camera, we probably have that battery plate to work with this.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, we also have mounting on all 4 sides.
I love this. These are the little things that you do that just make our lives so much easier and flexible. I mean, that just such, it's a simple thing, but it makes a difference.
You know, we listen to our clients, and we didn't just develop this in a vacuum. We heard what people want. We want 4 mounting sides. Guess what? We have 4 mounting sides. We want easy operability on the front end of the panel. We have a very easy to use menu with 4 function buttons, so you can program those functions that you use the most out there. It might be a peaking filter, could be the focus filter, could be the waveform monitor, the audio bar display. It's all right here at your hand while you're trying to pull focus and get the job done of making video.
Now let me ask you a question. I just noticed that you have 4 screws here. Obviously there's a reason for that.
That's right. So we have a replaceable front end on this
Mike,
display.
can you get a close-up of this? We want to show the screws here.
We have a plastic front end that's replaceable. So you out there on the field, when you scratch this, you don't scratch your LCD. You scratch the front end of this plastic, 4 screws, take it out, throw it away, and get a $19 replacement.
See, these are the little things, the little nuances that Marshall takes the time, the energy, and just has the patience to go through their designing process and come up with these tiny little nuances. And sometimes, you know, when you look at a Marshall product, you know, sometimes you go, oh my God, that's expensive. It is and it isn't, because someone to have the foresight just to put that plate there,
Yep.
as you said, when you scratch it, not if you scratch it, and it's not you per se. These are left at clients' places typically, or they're in a production environment with people packing them up and moving them, and that's why
Yep.
you have the
Yep.
various mounts on it. You are definitely going to scratch that by accident or not. You're going to do damage to it, and if they didn't take the time and the care for that, just that little feature alone,
Yep.
you're not going to be a happy camper paying that kind of money and damaging the front of your screen.
That's right. That's
So
right.
now you take 4 screws, you pop it off, and you buy a replacement panel. I mean, these are the little things that you pay for, and that's why, you know, the old story, you get what you pay for, and this is what makes Marshall a quality, the premium product, in my opinion, for all kinds of monitors, not just this.
Right, right. No, all our monitors in general. We build for quality. We build for broadcast use, 24/7 operation. We don't know when you're going to go out in the field and take a shot. Middle of the night, could be raining, who knows when, but we're built for long-term usage.
And that's important. That's
Yep.
very important. What else you got that's new?
Well, we have some, I should have brought it, some really nice little GoPro style cameras.
You should have brought it.
I know, HD SDI, and the beauty of this is you have complete control over your recording format. We actually have a video output spigot. You can record it with your Key Pro, with your Blackmagic, or your Western Digital. Who knows what you've got out there, but as opposed to being hamstrung with a little CF card.
Where would I see that on your website here?
LCDracks.com.
Okay, let's bring that up. LCD racks. Good thing I can spell. Let's take a look at this instead of talking about it.
Yep. And yeah, it should.
LCD monitors.
It should come up on the right here.
This one here.
Yep, that's it right there.
All right, if we can. Oh, we already brought it up. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see in the hand of
Mike, you want to center the camera for me?
the person on the bottom of the page here. So
That's fine. You're fine.
Yeah. So this is a new 1/3 inch Panasonic CMOS chip.
Really?
It's a Moore's generation
Look at
chip.
the size of that.
It's a Moore's generation chip. So I have a dynamic range that you've not ever seen in a 1/3 inch CMOS chip in the past.
Really?
It is absolutely phenomenal. Come by and take a look at this thing. The color imagery once again,
Really?
and the dynamic range is just it's incredible to see. We also have a whole line of prime lenses for this. It ships with a 3.5 millimeter. We have a 2.5 millimeter, a 5 millimeter, and so we have these incredible primes.
Check that breakout cable.
And as a matter of fact, we are currently working on a project that we're going to put these cameras into napkin holders in restaurants, and we may serve a cockroach in a meal occasionally to see what happens. It's possibly,
God.
yeah, it's a pilot for a new reality show.
That's awesome.
It really is cool. It really
When's
is
that
cool.
coming up?
Well, I can't. I've disclosed enough. Okay.
We try
But
to
so-
extract the information. I try so hard.
This is just
Try
an
to catch them
example.
off guard, sweeten them up, and then.
This is just an example you can do with this camera. We also have quite a few news crews using this for the dashboard cam.
And the price point on it is quite reasonable.
And it's the picture quality and the
It's
resolution through the
$4.99.
lenses.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now you have this
$4.99.
at the show, so if I were to take a hike back there, because it's a hike from here to there.
It's a hike from here to there. We have a number of these operating. We're using these currently for our teleconference streaming out of our booth here at NAB. Go to our website. Take a look at the streaming we're doing.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely going to come back and check this out because I have not seen this, and it looks really cool. So
It is.
I thank you so much for stopping by and
My
visiting
pleasure.
with the Gadget Professor, and what can I say? Just, Marshall Electronics. Check them out. Go to their website, and also this LCDracks.com. You can take a look at this CV500MB camera, and you can see, the palm. You're holding it in the palm of your hand there. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
Thank you very much, Professor. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Have a great show.
All right.
And I'll swing by later and check this out because it's really cool.
Very good.
We may even bring you back on the Gadget Professor show to
I'd
talk
love to
about
do that
this.
later. I'll come back with that later.
Well, actually,
Absolutely.
we'll Skype you in.
Okay.
We'll do our weekly show on Thursday nights. We can pre-record it or whatever, and we'll
Perfect.
make arrangements to do that because I think the Gadget Professor fans would love to see this.
I think they would, absolutely.
That's cool.
Right on.
Okay,
All right,
thank
thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much. Have
All
a
right.
good show.
Okay, you
Thank
too.
you.
Bye now.
Thank you. Well, that's a lot of fun, and you just never know what you're going to see on the Gadget Professor show, and I can't believe that it's 10:30.